Hey guys! It's been quite a while since I've seen you guys around. I have a lot of things to tell, and let me assure you all, I'll explain it later. The reason why I was literally absent for an entire week, if you guys must know, it's because my hard drive literally got fucked over. And I have to send that shit to recover all of the data in it because there's a lot of shit in that hard drive, and yeah, it's complicated. I won't lie. But good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my stream. For those of you who do not know, my name's Kurisu. I'm a VTuber nobody knows. But I am here now. And yeah, don't worry, I'm fine for now. I have been well, alive and well. So you guys don't have to worry about it, all right? It's just a bunch of persisting technical difficulties, but we managed to pull through. Granted, I did found a temporary solution to the problem, but I'll be streaming as normal. And yes, Duck is still with me, by the way. He hasn't left my head at all. Isn't that right, Duck? But yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not going anywhere. Not for you guys, I won't. I kept thinking, all this week, I literally kept thinking, bro, what about my viewers, dude? I can't abandon them. My viewers need me. So yeah, I'm here now. So it's been a while. However, tonight we are going to do something very, very, and I mean very, I wouldn't say important, but we're gonna do something funny tonight. We're gonna be casting our votes for the annual Game Awards that happen every year. That's right, chat. We're gonna be casting our votes tonight for the Game Awards. This happens once a year, out around maybe the end of the year, where they determine which were the best video games, which one has the best soundtrack and all that. But I'm not sure if you guys have caught up with the recent news. There's been a lot of amazing games this year, but what I am hoping for Claire Obscure Expedition 33 to be nominated for Game of the Year. I swear to God, if that shit gets snubbed by something like Arc Raiders, I'm gonna lose my shit, bro. I hope that Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is there, because in my opinion, in my heart of hearts, that is my Game of the Year. I can't stretch enough how much I love that game. And I'm not gonna shut up about it until everybody plays it. Whenever somebody tells me, "Hey, is Expedition 33 a good game?" You know what I do? I slap them in the face and I tell them, "What kind of question is that? No, you play that shit right now. Whatever the hell you're doing, stop. Just stop. All right? Stop what you're doing. Play Expedition, then come back to me. I want to talk. I want to talk about Expedition 33 with other people." But unfortunately, well, some of my friends said, "Oh, I couldn't watch your streams because I'm trying to avoid spoilers." Brother, play the damn game. I want to talk about the game. I want to talk about the story and shit. And I can't talk about it with you if you don't play the game. Right now it's on discount, so there's no excuse. Also, chat, another thing that I did wanted to tell you guys before we enter the nominees, there's one thing that I need to emphasize, and it is literally something that may happen on my streams, by the way. Because remember that you guys remember that deal that I made with you guys a long ass while ago? What was the deal? That if I reach 150 followers, I would have myself being gender bent. Which, by the way, I have not backed up on that promise. That promise is still in the books. And in case you guys need a reminder, I'm gonna read it for you. Here's my Twitter, and this is what I wrote, and I quote: "Let's make a deal. If we reach 150 followers on Twitch, I will request to have a female version of my VTuber model. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'll do it." The scariest thing about it is that we're almost there, chat. But I know you guys are not gonna do it. You guys are not that desperate, right? Right? I'm not ready to be chat. I swear, I'm not ready to be an anime waifu. Not yet. Have some mercy, man. But anyways, now for what we're really here for. Let's get out of Twitter, and here we are, chat. The Game Awards. Every year, there's always a debate on what is the best game and what isn't. So this is what we're working with. And we're gonna go from bottom to top. It's always been like that. But I remember like last year that I made a YouTube video about the Game Awards, and guess what? I'm gonna make another YouTube video this year because I feel like it. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna say lights, camera, action, and then we will be going on YouTube. Lily Atlanta, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You're just in time because we're also going to be recording. Have you played Bad Parenting? What do you mean Bad Parenting? No, I haven't played it yet. But speaking of games, we're gonna be voting for the Game Awards. I only hope that Expedition 33 is among that list. So here we go, chat. We are going to start now for the YouTube recording, of course, because you know. 3, 2, 1, action. It's finally here. The Game Awards. The event that happens once every freaking year. It's such a good game, you should play it. Oh, I will. I should check it out. So, as many of you know, the Game Awards, an event that is hosted once a year. And yeah, let's get right into it, shall we? Hopefully it doesn't get snubbed by something like, I don't know, our creators. Hello everyone, how are you doing? My name's Kurisu, and today we're voting for the Game Awards. And honestly, last year was stacked. This year is no different. So this is what we got. This is what we're dealing with. The 2025 nominees. We're going to be casting our votes starting from the bottom to the top. He has a very deep background though, so yeah, I should check it out. I should check it out. But we're going to see on these games which ones are the best, which ones are the worst, which ones are cringe, and which ones deserve to be by far the best. Well, of course, we're going to have to start with the elephant in the room, that being best esports team. So, let's get right into it. Very well. So, on best esports team, we got Gen.G, League of Legends, Energy from Valorant, Team Falcons from Dota 2, Team Liquid PH from Mobile Legends Big Bang, and Team Vitality from Counter-Strike 2. Alright, here's the thing. You know what? I haven't heard much from the esports league lately, so I'm just gonna cast my vote for League. Yeah, let's cast our vote for League. Next category. Oh wait, there's Player's Choice. Alright, there's Player's Choice round 1, but that hasn't started yet. It opens up in December. Yeah, player's choice. We're not gonna vote on that yet. We're gonna have to wait for a little bit. All right, what do we have? Best esports athlete. Is Faker here? No, he's not. But anyways, let's see our options. Brock from Brock Sum. Oh my god, these names! I swear to God. Brock Summerhalder from Valorant. Chovy Jung Ji Hoon from League of Legends. Forsaken Jason Susanto from Valorant. Kakeru Watanabe Street Fighter. Menard Saul Leonardo also from Street Fighter. Zaiwu Matthew Herbot from Counter Strike 2. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have seen quite a lot of Street Fighter. My vote's gonna go for Menard. Bro's absolutely fucking goated at Street Fighter. So my vote is gonna go towards Menard here. Alright, what's next? Best esports game. I'm pretty sure you guys already know which one's gonna win this category, but I'm gonna read it anyways. Counter Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, and Valorant. Wait, actually, this may be a tough one because there's Valorant and there's League. You know what? For those of you who do not like touching grass, this one's for you. Yeah, I'm voting for League because that's like, I feel that in esports, the only things that exist right now are literally just League, Dota, and Valorant. That's literally the only esports that people can think about nowadays. Next category, Content Creator of the Year. All right, who we have this year? I was so glad that Iron Mouse won in the previous year. The year after Iron Mouse, Queso was the one that ended up winning. So let's see who do we have this year. Kadro, Kai Cenat, Moist Critical, Sakura Miko, and Burned Peanut. I haven't heard much from Burned Peanut, so let's see. It's between these two. I haven't heard much from Sakura Miko either, but it's between these two. It's between Kai and Moist Critical. But based on votes, Kai Cenat's gonna win this one. Even if I cast my vote here, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna matter because Kai Cenat was everywhere this year when it comes to streaming. As pointless as my vote may be, I'm gonna have to give it to Charlie. Yeah, I'm gonna vote for my boy Sonar here. Probably it's not gonna matter because, you know, again, Kai Cenat was everywhere, so it is what it is. But hey, I'm a vote for Sonar, aka Charlie, aka Moist Critical, aka Penguin, whatever his name is on Twitter. Still hasn't changed his name though. He's still Penguin. I'll be right back. Sorry for that. I'm back. Anyways, let's continue with the votes, shall we? I'm definitely gonna have to skip that part in the video. Most anticipated game. Okay, who I think I already know who's gonna win this one. 007 First Light, Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and Witcher 4. Chat, is it even worth it to vote in this category? We all know what's gonna win this one. Like, we don't even have to think about it. Like, GTA 6 is obviously gonna win most anticipated game. So it doesn't matter how many delays this thing has, people are still not gonna shut up about GTA 6. I have played, okay, look, I'm not gonna say GTA is bad. GTA is pretty good, but I've only played GTA 4. I haven't played 5. I mean, it wasn't my cup of tea, I guess. But yeah, GTA 6, it is what it is. It's gonna win, no matter what. These ones are good. These games are good. I'm not saying they're bad, but GTA 6 is just, you know, everybody's gonna be playing the fuck out of it the moment that shit comes out. So yeah. What else we have? Best adaptation: Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell Death Watch, Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn. I have heard from a friend of mine that Until Dawn was pretty bad. So, Devil May Cry I heard was good. But if there's something that I gotta give it to, it's gotta be the Minecraft movie. I heard pretty amazing things about that movie. Jason Momoa with the pink jacket, bro. He said that he felt like, you know, wasn't that he felt powerful wearing the jacket? I don't remember exactly what he said, but yeah, he did wear the freaking pink jacket in the movie. And they did ask him. So yeah, Minecraft is pretty good. I'm gonna have to vote for Minecraft here. Alright, what's next? Best multiplayer. Oh boy, I can already see a controversial pick in this one. Arc Raiders. Hey, Shroud, look! Your game made it! Just not in Game of the Year! Battlefield 6, Elden Ring Night Reign, Peak, and Split Fiction. Alright then, who is going to be my pick here? Arc Raiders? Fuck no, definitely not Arc Raiders. Here's the thing. Battlefield 6 is, I have heard it's fun. Elden Ring, everyone has been playing the fuck out of it. Peak is literally the streamer game. So, I mean, Peak is just Peak. And then there's Split Fiction. This game is so fucking cool, bro. I want to get Split Fiction and play it with somebody else. You know, I want to collab with someone and play Split Fiction, but I haven't found any collab partners yet, so go figure. But I've seen gameplay and it's so fun. It's so fucking cool. I want to play it so badly. But best multiplayer, definitely not Arc Raiders. Also, fuck AI. All my homies hate AI. I'm gonna have to give it to either Peak or Split Fiction. But in terms of being the streamer game, I'm gonna have to give it to Peak. I mean, it's such a stupid it's such a stupid game. It's so stupid, it's funny. And it's a game that you can play with everybody else, you know? It's the streamer game. It's literally the streamer game. I want to play it. I want to play Peak, but again, I don't have any collab partners, so yeah. Arc Raiders, I'm not voting for you. Especially not after what Shroud said. Best Sports and Racing. EA Sports FC 26, F1 25, Mario Kart World Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Okay, so this was a time where Nintendo was overpricing their shit when it comes to their games. I have heard mixed things about Mario Kart World. I've heard that the game was nice. I've heard that the game was bad. I've heard that the game was okay at best. But Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, they even asked the community which character do they want to see in the game. Yeah, my vote is definitely going for them. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. And we also got Hatsune Miku and Minecraft Steve in it, so what more can you want? Mario Kart World doesn't even have the balls to include other Nintendo franchise characters in their racing game. All right, best sim strategy: Final Fantasy Tactics Ivalice Chronicles, Jurassic World Evolution 3, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, The Altars, and Two Point Museum. The problem with Sid Meier's Civilization games is that they come out extremely buggy the moment that they are out on release. That is the only problem with Sid Meier games. And the content at first is not that big. It just takes years for Sid Meier's Civilization to be like this huge ass game, you know? But if I'm gonna have to give a sim strategy, dude, you know it's always have to be the timeless the time you know that it always has to be the timeless peak that is Final Fantasy Tactics. It's just a fun game. Like, Final Fantasy Tactics, despite being a remake, it still holds the test of time. So my vote is going for Ivalice over here. And it was also nice to see this game back on the market. And they also incorporated voice acting and the ability to play the OG Final Fantasy Tactics if you didn't like the remaster. So yeah, I feel that best sim and strategy, it has to be Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't see any of these winning. Sorry, Sid Meier's Civilization. Better luck next time. Alright, best family game: Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers. That's cheating. They got 2 Lego games in here. Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. If we're talking about a family game here, Bonanza is fun as shit, dude. Bonanza is, wow. It's a hell of a lot of fun. Mario Kart World, again, heard mixed feelings about it. Lego Party and Lego Voyagers. I have heard of Lego Party, but Lego Voyagers, not so much. Split Fiction is just peak. It's amazing. And then there's Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Again, this is a hard choice. It's always the family games that are always the hardest choice for me to pick. You know what? It's a family game. You know, it's a game for the whole family to enjoy and whatnot. And as cool as Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is, and there's also Mario Kart, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Bonanza. It's just a fun ass game. Like, but Donkey Kong Bonanza, dude, this game is wild. This game is fucking wild. I love this game. I don't own a Switch 2. I've seen gameplay. It looks so unbelievably fun. The fact that you can destroy everything that you see, yeah, it just adds that freedom to the player, you know? I love seeing that thing in these games. So I'm glad that they did that. Best fighting game, definitely not Street Fighter 6 because that won a long ass time ago, so can't repeat the same games, I guess. 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. Can't forget about that part. Okay, wow. Now, if we're talking about fighting games, this is a category that Maximilian dude specializes in. Like, I don't have a say in the fighting game votes, but if I were to pick, because of how much of a legacy that these games have and how important fighting games are in gaming history, I think, in my opinion, the best fighting game out of all of these is Capcom Fighting Collection. It just has the classics, you know, you got your classics and all that stuff. You also got your SNKs as well. Terry Bogard versus Ryu from Street Fighter. Yeah, it's just Capcom Fighting Collections. Again, it's extremely important for fighting game preservation. Like, when it comes to these type of games, this is important. This is an important milestone. You even have OG Marvel vs. Capcom in these games, by the way, which was extremely hard to get a hold of. So I feel that Capcom Fighting Collection 2, yeah, that one deserves the vote, hands down. Yes, I know Fatal Fury has Cristiano Ronaldo and also has the freaking DJ, and they also got Street Fighter 6 characters. But Capcom Fighting Game Collection, bro. You got all these amazing games, and you can finally play them. Some of the games that were inaccessible, you can finally play them at the comfort of your own home. So that is why I'm putting my vote to Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Alright, what's next? Best role-playing game. Avowed, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, a Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Outer Worlds 2. Alright, when we're talking about role-playing games, the question I have is, what the hell is Avowed doing here? I have not heard anything about Avowed at all. All I heard about Avowed was that it looked like an unfinished game. And I also seen gameplay. I've seen Mifimu playing it. But I don't know. I don't see anything in Avowed that makes me want to play the game, you know? Monster Hunter Wilds is a lot of fun. It's very fucking fun. The problem is that I barely have anybody to play Monster Hunter Wilds with, so Monster Hunter Wilds is a game you want to play with friends and stuff, you know? Playing Monster Hunter Wilds alone can be grueling at times. Outer Worlds is also pretty good, but it's not getting my vote. You guys already know what's getting my vote. Expedition 33, baby! This one deserves all the awards. All of them! And whoever says that the game is overrated can suck my nuts. Anyways. Sorry for that, Twitch. Don't block me, whatever the hell you do. What do we have next? Best Action Adventure. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, Hollow Knight Silksong, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction. Alright, so, Action Adventure. When it comes to these type of games, Ghost of Yotei is up there. Hollow Knight Silksong, I mean, let's be realistic. Nobody shuts up about Silksong. Even before Silksong was announced to the general public, people kept waiting for Silksong in every Nintendo Direct. But no, my vote is not going towards Silksong. I'm in between Ghost of Yotei and Split Fiction, because when I think action adventure, you know, when I think action adventure, I think about games like maybe Ghost of Yotei and Split Fiction. I'm gonna have to give my vote in this case. I mean, let's give it to Ghost of Yotei. That game is like, Ghost of Tsushima was already beautiful. Ghost of Yotei does not disappoint either. Ghost of Yotei is equally as beautiful as Ghost of Tsushima, if not better. Like, that's what I think about Ghost of Yotei. Granted, I'm not saying that these games are bad. I love Split Fiction, and I know that Silksong is such a huge game. But here's the thing about Hollow Knight, chat. I actually did manage to play OG Hollow Knight at a friend's house, and honestly, the game just wasn't for me. I'm not saying the game is bad, by no means at all. I think the game is amazing. It's fantastic even, but it's just that the game itself, it just wasn't for me. I tried to enjoy it, but it just, yeah, I tried it, chat. I tried playing Hollow Knight, but that's the reason why I was not excited for Silksong as everybody was, because I already played the first one and I know it wasn't for me. The game is good. I'm not saying the game is bad. This game is amazing, but gameplay wise, it just wasn't for me. It really wasn't. Split Fiction is an amazing game, but I feel that when it comes to the awards, in my personal opinion, when I think action adventure, I think about games like Ghost of Yotei, you know? Exploring the overworld and all that shit, you know? Giving that freedom to the player is what I love about these games, and Ghost of Yotei delivers on that. Alright, what's next? Best Action Game. Battlefield 6, Doom the Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Oh look, Shinobi's back. Alright, so what do I think about these categories? When it comes to action, Doom the Dark Ages was interesting to say the least. I think that Ninja Gaiden might actually have this one. I'm between Ninja Gaiden and Hades. I'm between these two. Battlefield 6, I don't see it. Well, I mean, it is an action game, but honestly, it's between Ninja Gaiden and Hades. You know what? Chat, this may be controversial. Don't hate me for this. My vote's going towards Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden games are cool. Can you blame me? Yeah, my vote is going towards Ninja Gaiden. It has a lot of action, so that'll say. All right, next up, what do we have? Oh, great. Best VR and AR. Alien Rogue Incursion, Arcane Age, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR, and Midnight Walk. Now, here's my vote. I remember seeing a trailer for Midnight Walk. I haven't heard of these games at all. At all, chat. So I'm gonna have to give my vote to Midnight Walk because I remember last year I've seen this game and holy shit, the art direction that they took with this game is phenomenal, dude. I'm gonna have to see what are the votes gonna be. I really hope that Midnight Walk wins this one. Simply because of the artistic direction that they went for in the game itself. What do we have? Best mobile game. What do we have in this category? Destiny Rising. What the fuck? Destiny has a mobile game? Persona 5 Phantom. Wait. Read it wrong. Persona 5 Phantom X. Sonic Rumble. Uma Musume Pretty Derby. And Wuthering Waves. Wasn't Wuthering Waves nominated in one of the previous years? Regardless. I think we already know what my vote is gonna go towards. So here's the thing. Definitely not Persona. Definitely not Destiny. No, definitely not Wuthering Waves either. Sonic Rumble, haven't heard anything from that. Yeah, it's Uma Musume. It's always the horse girls. That game was literally everywhere. Which, fun fact, by the way, I have a keychain of Haru Urara literally on my backpack. Yes. And unfortunately, I had that keychain 2 days before she passed away. Rest in peace, Haru Urara. You will be missed. But hey, Uma Musume was everywhere on Twitch, so I feel like this one deserves to win Best Mobile Game. This one, obviously, deserves to win Best Mobile Game. These ones, on the other hand, definitely not Stuttering Waves. Did I call it Stuttering Waves by accident? I'm so sorry for everybody who likes Wuthering Waves. I didn't mean to. It came out of habit, alright? Force of habit, I guess. Best Debut Indie Game. Oh boy. Blueprints, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Despelote, Dispatch. Oh, wait, that's it. Alright. Here's the thing, chat. I haven't heard anything about Blueprints and Despelote. However, Dispatch, that's a huge one. Dispatch is such a hilarious game, dude. Like, the thing is, I want to vote for Dispatch, and I also want to vote for Expedition 33. This is so hard. Such a hard choice. Best Debut Indie. The thing is, Expedition 33 had a huge boom when it literally got released. Dispatch is no stranger either. Like, these games are really fucking amazing, but the thing is, I can only pick one. I love Dispatch as much as the next guy, but I'm sorry, guys. You know I gotta go with Expedition 33. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. It's just that peak. Dispatch is amazing, but I can only choose one, and I chose the latter. Alright. Next category. Best Independent Game. I think we already know which one's gonna win this one. Absolum, Ball Speed, Blueprints, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong. I'm so sorry, Silksong. I'm so sorry, Hades. You guys know what my vote is gonna go into. Expedition 33, baby! Alright, what's next? Best community support! Alright, what do we have here? Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. Alright. These are the games that receive by far the most community support out of any multiplayer game. Also, song check. Here's the thing, chat. Final Fantasy 14 has been on the decline ever since Dawn Trail dropped. Dawn Trail was not a bad patch by any means, but it kind of lacked the flavor that other expansions put up, you know, like Shadowbringers or Endwalker. I feel like in the case of Dawn Trail, they played it way too safe. Granted, I did enjoy the expansion. I really loved the cyberpunk aesthetic that the game itself had. But in my opinion, they kind of fumbled it in this expansion. Do I think that Dawn Trail is a worse expansion than Heavensward? No. I still think Heavensward is the worst expansion ever created in Final Fantasy XIV. To be specific, 3.0 Heavensward, not modern day Heavensward. 3.0 Heavensward was, oh my god, it was abysmal. But I don't think Final Fantasy XIV deserves best community support in this case. Fortnite, haven't heard much from Fortnite. I have heard that they're gonna bring they brought the Simpsons in. No Man's Sky is always putting up some content. That game is never running out of content. Then there's Baldur's Gate. Now let me rephrase that. When it comes to Baldur's Gate, these guys pay every single attention to fucking detail. We received the last patch of the game, which was new subclasses. We also got cross-platform, and we also got community mod support. So, and the thing is, the patches that they still do patches to this game as we speak. So, in my opinion, Baldur's Gate 3 is such a huge game. Yes, the game itself is buggy, I will not lie, but the gameplay is so damn good that we're looking to overlook those bugs. Those bugs are minimal at most, and if those bugs are triggered, it must be because of a faulty mod or something. And besides, Baldur's Gate is it's supposed to be a sandbox game. You know, it's like sandbox games are meant to fuck around. They're meant to pretty much do whatever the fuck you want. So Baldur's Gate 3, I'm so sorry, Final Fantasy. You are my beloved. I love everything Final Fantasy. But when it comes to community support, best community support, I'm gonna have to give it to Baldur's Gate. In my defense, chat, I'm also a D&D nerd, alright? I love all things D&D just as I love all things Final Fantasy. So yeah. Well, except Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, but we don't talk about Mystic Quest. Alright, what do we have next? Best ongoing. Okay. Unfortunately, I do not see Baldur's Gate because they already finished their content a long time ago. Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky. Okay, chat. Listen. Hear me out. Hear me the fuck out. No Man's Sky is No Man's Sky, and it's a really good ongoing game. It always gets content. If you're expecting new content in No Man's Sky, you will not be disappointed at all. Like, these motherfuckers literally pour content out of their ass every single month. Helldivers 2, I mean, it's Helldivers. What do you expect? Fortnite, I haven't been paying too much attention to Fortnite lately. I've stopped playing Fortnite a long time ago. Then there's Marvel Rivals and Final Fantasy XIV. Dude, Marvel Rivals. The thing about Marvel Rivals is that it doesn't matter how much time passes. People can complain about the game how many times they want. But the game doesn't stop being fun. Like, Dude, I've been playing this game for quite a while. I've been playing different characters. Iron Fist, the emissary from Hell, Spider-Man. I've been playing healers, and I ain't even like playing healer in Overwatch. I've been playing a lot of characters in this game, and it's just so fucking fun. It's absolutely fun. Like Marvel Rivals has me on a chokehold, bro. Well, granted, because I use Emma Frost, but besides that, Marvel Rivals is just so fun. And they always bring new stuff, you know? However, hell, you know what's funny? Marvel Rivals actually brought the one character that I wanted to see in Marvel Rivals even before the fucker got into the game. That guy's name is Gambit. I wanted him ever since, even before that he got into the game. Like, my friend asked me, what character do you want to see in Marvel Rivals? Without hesitation, I literally said, I want Gambit. I want to throw cards to people. And eventually so, they're going to add Gambit and Rogue. Well, we have Gambit. We don't have Rogue yet. However, there is one problem with Marvel Rivals. One big-ass problem. And I think it's a huge con when it comes to Rivals itself. It's community. When it comes to Marvel Rivals, I feel that the community surrounding it is just... it's extremely unwelcoming. When it comes to playing in competitive, there's always gonna be that one guy or gal, or they, them, we don't discriminate here. There's always gonna be that one person that always throws slurs at you or just wants to make you feel miserable, or always picks up Black Widow and Jeff and ends up throwing the game. But we're talking about gameplay here. The gameplay in Marvel Rivals is so good. It is amazing. And I think that the gameplay itself, I mean, it justifies it being here. I'm not saying it doesn't. But the reason why I don't want to vote for it, it's mostly because of what the community has become. Besides, the community itself in Marvel Rivals has become so bad that the one trending thing I saw on TikTok was a motherfucker literally talking about how apparently women ruin video games, which is not fucking true, because women are equally, if not more, goated than men when it comes to video games. I remember, like, you guys want to hear a story? Ever since I was a little kid, I owed a copy of Mortal Kombat 4, right? For the PS1. I used to play that game, sometimes by myself, sometimes with a family. My mom actually owned the PS1 at the time. Giselle, welcome in. Why are you looking at me like that? But here's the story, chat. Back when I was a little kid, I owed a copy of Mortal Kombat 4. Well, my mom owed a copy of Mortal Kombat 4. She had a PS1. And I just managed to play on her console. She just beat my ass in that game every time. And I never beated her in Mortal Kombat 4. That's right. My own mom beated my ass in Mortal Kombat 4. Chatman PR, welcome in. And I see you're pointing at me with the gold eagle. I was talking about how my mom kicked my ass in Mortal Kombat 4. She did own a PS1, so yeah. But anyways, back to Marvel Rivals. When it comes to Marvel Rival skill issue, bro, I was a little kid. What do you mean? How am I supposed to compete with a grown-ass woman? I was a little boy. But anyways, when it comes to Marvel Rivals, the gameplay is amazing. It's good. She created you so she knew all your moves. Pretty much. So when it comes to Marvel Rivals, again, the gameplay is amazing. I love this game. The only problem that I have with Marvel Rivals, it's just the community. It's just extremely unwelcoming. Hell, there have been times where I have played competitive by myself, by the way. I do not say a single word in voice chat, and I always see a guy switching to Black Widow, throwing the game and saying slurs. And I'm like, there's no... I literally say, somebody pinch me in the cheek and tell me that I'm dreaming. There's no way that a grown-ass man is actually calling me a slur when I didn't even say shit here. Like, what the fuck? By the way, that motherfucker was 2-7. I was 5-5-5 as Gambit with 15k healing that day. Who do you think the real problem was? But anyways, as much as I love Marvel Rivals, like I fucking love this game. I also love 14. I love these two games a lot. Like these are my top two when it comes to the best ongoing game. If Baldur's Gate was here, I would have voted for it, but unfortunately it's not because they already finished their game, so to speak. But when it comes to these two, personally speaking, when it comes to both gameplay, community, and all that stuff, I'm so sorry for everyone who plays Marvel Rivals. I'm gonna have to give it to 14. The thing about Final Fantasy 14, yes, they did fumble it with Dawn Trail. I'm not gonna deny that. But the community in Final Fantasy 14 is extremely welcoming compared to Marvel Rivals community. That's my take, at least. It's a hot take, yes, but it's my take. And yeah, that game, brother, I'm willing to die on this hill. And on December, we're gonna get the Glamour patch. And I'm excited for that patch. No frequent updates? Yeah, that's true, but do remember, now we're getting the Glam patch. And again, I'm so fucking excited for the Glam patch. The fact that you can wear Dragoon armor as a healer, that's fucking hilarious. Now you can wear whatever the fuck you want. But yeah, again, Marvel Rivals, it's just a community. Like, I was gonna vote for Marvel Rivals, but now I was like, yeah, the community itself kept me from getting the vote here. Final Fantasy 14. Alright, what's next? Games for Impact. What do we have here? Consume Me, Despelote, Lost Records, Blooming Rage, South of Midnight, and Wonderstop. I'm gonna give it to Despelote simply because it has a funny name. Yeah, Despelote gets my vote here. Again, simply because of the funny name. What else we got? Innovation and accessibility. This is my favorite category. Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom the Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight. Now, here's the thing when it comes to innovation and accessibilities. I have not looked at the accessibility in these games at all. And believe me, these are the games that make updates and make the game accessible to pretty much people who just want to enjoy games. And maybe, let's just say, you're colorblind. Guess what? There's a colorblind option for that. Oh, I can't see. I'm a blind gamer. Well, there are options for that as well. Street Fighter 6 actually was nominated for innovation and accessibility to the point where we even had a blind player kicking ass, by the way. Like, that's how good accessibility is. Because the thing about accessibility is that you want your game to be accessible to people, you know? So, let's see. I haven't seen the accessibility in these games at all. I mean, I have heard about Doom the Dark Ages, but I think when it comes to accessibility, yeah, I don't know about here. Chad, you guys are gonna have to help me on this one. Which ones do you guys think this one deserves accessibility on? I'm either between Assassin's Creed Shadows and Doom the Dark Ages. It's between these two right now. But when it comes to Assassin's Creed, I mean, it's good. It's not bad. But I'm talking about accessibility here. We're not talking about gameplay. We're talking about accessibility. You know what? Chat, fuck it. I'm gonna flip a coin. Whatever pops up, that's the thing we're voting. Where's my coin? Found it. Alright. Heads is going to be Assassin's Creed. Tails is gonna be Doom the Dark Ages. Alright, heads it is. So we're gonna give the vote to Assassin's Creed. Speaking of Assassin's Creed, chat, I am going to make an assassin deck for Magic the Gathering, and I'm gonna have Ezio be the commander of that deck. He's a Wooburg commander. I love me Wooburgs. What we have next? Best performance. Do not get pissed. Most of them are gonna be from Expedition. Okay. Here are the nominees: Ben Starr, Expedition 33, Charlie Cox, Expedition 33, Erika Ishii from Ghost of Yote, Jennifer English from, you guessed it, Expedition 33, Konatsu Kato from Silent Hill F, and Troy Baker from Indiana Jones. Okay. Chat. I have played Expedition 33, okay? This is a hard fucking choice. Everyone here has a shot. But the thing is, I am... Yikes. I don't even know. I'm between either Ben or Jennifer. Which one do I vote for? Do I vote for Shadowheart or do I vote for Clive? Fuck, dude. This is an extremely hard choice. Holy shit. Ugh! Oh, and we also got Gustav. I don't want to talk about it much because I'm pretty sure some of you in my audience haven't played Expedition 33. But, yeah, these choices are tough, man. These choices are... Wow. You know what? In the entire acting, I'm gonna have to give it to Ben Starr. He did got nominated last time for Clive in Final Fantasy 16. And both of them, like, both of these two are wow. Just wow. I feel both of their acting was amazing. But again, I can only choose one, you know? In my opinion, I feel that Ben's character had a long-lasting impact on me, you know? Especially if you play Expedition, where you understand why Ben's character is extremely likable. Also, his voice acting was goated. Best audio design: Battlefield 6, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding, Ghost of Yote, and Silent Hill F. I have seen a streamer play Silent Hill F. The audio in that game, it can send chills down your spine if you're playing with headphones at full volume in the middle of the night. I'm not gonna lie. But when it comes to just audio, you know, not only do you want jump scares and shit, or, you know, but you want to hear everything else in the background. You know, you want to hear swords clashing. You want to press a button and feel like you parried something. You know, those moments, those small moments in gaming, they feel really fucking good, especially when you manage to parry something. It's just the audio as a whole is a type of art when it comes to gaming. When it comes to best audio, it has to be Clair Obscur. It's literally Clair Obscur. The audio cues in the game are also pretty good, and they can help you improve in the game itself, assuming you're playing on expert. What do we have next? Best score and music: Christopher Larkin from Hollow Knight Silksong, Darren Korb for Hades 2, Lorien Testard from Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Toma Ottawa from Ghost of Yote, Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell from Death Stranding 2. DJ, pause the music real quick. Okay, chat. Hear me out. I don't want to give you guys spoilers for Expedition 33. Okay? But hear me out when I say that Expedition 33's music is fucking goated as fuck. Alright? I'm gonna turn this off because I don't want to show anything on screen, but I am gonna search for Expedition 33's music, and you cannot tell me that this does not sound good. Alright? I'm gonna search one soundtrack. I'm gonna try to convince you to play this game with one music track. And if this doesn't convince you, I have no idea what will. Alright, let me see if I can even find it. Yeah, if I can even find that track. I think I found it. Let me see if it's this one. Oh yeah, it's definitely this one. I'm gonna blast that shit at full volume. Chat, I want you guys to hear this soundtrack. And if this shit does not convince you to get Expedition, I don't know what will. All right? This is a boss fight, a boss fight soundtrack, by the way. Wait for it. No, it starts off like, oh shit, we're gonna fight for our lives. What do we do? Wait for it, god damn it! This is in the game, by the way. And this is from an indie studio. Okay, that's enough. You guys have heard enough for today. But yeah, that's just a taste of what you guys can see in Expedition. DJ, you can go back to the other soundtrack that you had. You know, yeah, that one. Or whatever the hell you were gonna play next. But yeah, chat, that was the soundtrack for the game that I adore this year. My favorite game. Let me go back and turn on. Yeah, let me just go back and turn on the screen for you guys to see. I had to blur it. I had to cover it because I had to cover the screen because I did not wanted you guys to have a spoiler on which boss that was. But yeah, chan, I personally think that without a shadow of a doubt, Expedition 33 deserves this one. Dude, that game, when the fuck did this game turn into a fucking discotheque with that fucking music? And that is not the only soundtrack that is good, by the way. You have to play the game to find out for yourself. Because I'm not spoiling shit. Best art direction. Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong. Sorry, Hollow Knight. Sorry, Hades. And I'm so sorry, Ghost of Yotei. Clair Obscur has this one too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in this case, Clair Obscur is gonna snub every single award. And I do not feel an inch of sympathy. Best narrative, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and Silent Hill F. Here's the thing about Clair Obscur. I don't want to talk much about it because, again, I want people to experience this game a lot. But I'm just going to leave you all with a little warning. Clair Obscur is depressing as fuck. But not in a bad way, in a good way. Actually, well, however you take it, it doesn't matter. But anyways, Clair Obscur, I suggest that before playing the game, you bring a box of tissues. That's all I'm gonna say, because you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry like a bitch. A lot. And I mean a lot. Ghost of Yotei, I have heard it's pretty good when it comes to its narrative. The problem with Ghost of Yotei is that you can get distracted extremely easily, and that can maybe deviate from one point to another. Yeah, you know what? Clair Obscur is where it's at. I mean, the story in Silent Hill F was there, but I feel that Clair Obscur had more of an impact, especially at the end. Best game direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. So game direction is pretty much when the game tells you where to go, you know, without making it obvious, you know, obviously, but we got Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. Now my question, the real question is, which one of these deserves the award? Again, the problem with Ghost of Yotape, you can get extremely distracted by anything. Literally anything that moves. Split Fiction, when it comes to game direction, I mean, it's as plain as it gets. You can't be distracted by anything at all. Like it, I would say that Split Fiction is linear when it comes to direction. Expedition 33, despite having a huge overworld, and despite being, you know, like an extremely huge world, and yeah, you can maybe do side content and all that, there's still a lot of stuff to do even before you reach certain acts. So, but the thing about it is that you never get lost either, because the map itself literally tells you where to go, you know? So, in the case of game direction, Expedition 33 also gets this one. Yeah, I know I sound like a broken record. And now here we are, chat. Even though the answer is completely obvious. Game of the year. All right, which categories do we have in Game of the Year? Okay, Clair Obscur is there. I can sleep soundly tonight. Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I only got one thing to say right now when it comes to Game of the Year nominations. And I don't like calling people out, but just in this instance, I'm gonna do it. Because I feel no remorse whatsoever. Get fucked, Shroud. Shroud thought that Arc Raiders was worthy of being Game of the Year, but hey, here we are. Where the hell is Arc Raiders? Nowhere to be seen at all. So these are games that have surpassed, and I mean surpassed all of the qualities. You know, all of the shit that you guys see in these categories, you know, all of this. This is the game, these are games that have surpassed that category. So, like, all of those that you saw, yeah, they were good. Sure, I guess. And, you know, you always gotta have your family-friendly games. Like, there's always a slot for a family-friendly game in the Game Award, in the Game of the Year award. Like, that's never gonna change. But I feel that when it comes to Game of the Year, I don't think multiplayer games, like, okay, he may have a point in saying that multiplayer games do not win that much, which is, again, quite bullshit, because Baldur's Gate 3, that's a multiplayer game. It ended up winning. It Takes Two, that's a multiplayer game. It ended up winning. Overwatch, when it was on its prime, that's a multiplayer game. It ended up winning. So, yeah, there's no excuse. And I feel that when it comes to Game of the Year, everyone, as long as the game exceeds expectations beyond comprehension, like as long as a video game manages to exceed expectations, manages to satisfy the player with the fun factor, and overall just being a good ass game, that's what deserves it to be Game of the Year. That is the reason as to why these games are in this category to begin with. Now, we already have our nominees, and I'm going to be analyzing them. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I haven't heard much from this game. I've heard that it's a game where you fuck around, you know, you just play, you're pretty much fucking around everywhere you go, whatever. It's one of those sandbox games, I think. I haven't played Kingdom Come Deliverance, so I don't know. Silksong, look, this may be a hot take. Not as hot as Shroud's take, but maybe a hot take. Silksong, look, and hear what I say, chat. Silksong is a good game. Silksong is an amazing game. But Silksong is just not for me. Like, the moment that Silksong, there is another reason as to why I wasn't excited as everybody was for Hollow Knight Silksong. And the reason why is because the game was just too overhyped to the point where I didn't even want to buy it. And I've already tried OG Silksong and didn't like it, so I was pretty much expecting the same with Silk Song. It's just a game. It's a good game, but it's not for me. The moment that Silk Song got revealed, I felt nothing. And it's sad because I wanted to feel that same enjoyment that others had for Silk Song, but no. I didn't feel any of that. I'm glad you guys enjoyed Silk Song, and I'm glad that you guys like love this fucking game with all your being. But in the case of Hollow Knight, it's just not for me. I do not consider Hollow Knight to be game of the year, despite exceeding expectations and all that. I don't see it. In the case of Hollow Knight, I don't see it. Like, I don't want to be. I don't want to have a controversial opinion on this, but I'm pretty much gonna say that Silk Song was carried by its hype. It's pretty much that. Do I think it's a bad game? Hell no. I think it's pretty fucking good. But the thing is, the more a game gets hyped, the more its expectation. Like when it comes to a game being hyped, expectations are built, and when your expectations are through the roof, like extremely high, there's gonna be a point where you're gonna be disappointed. And fortunately, Silk Song was not that case. But when it comes to people overhyping a game, it just makes me not want to buy it. Because I have a feeling that it's gonna fail. I have this grueling feeling that it may fail. Again, I'm so glad that Silk Song managed to break that stigma, and it succeeded. Well, and it was gay. It was made. Sorry for I said not gay. Made. Anyways, Hollow Knight Silk Song was made by an indie studio, and when it comes to studios nowadays, the best studios out there are the ones that are indie companies. You know that, right? So there was no way that they fucked it up with Silk Song. Hades too. Hades was pretty fun. I think Hades was a step up from its original counterpart, that being Hades. But something about it felt missing compared to OG Hades. I don't know what is it, but something felt missing from Hades 2. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I already explained how fun this game was when it comes to the gameplay. The fact that it gives the player the freedom to break structures and all that is fun as fuck. I love, like, when it comes to destroying the environment and all that stuff, interaction with the environment. I love that shit when it comes to video games. Like, I wish more games had stuff like that you can interact with not only characters but with the environment as well. I feel that when it comes to family games, yeah, Bonanza deserved that spot as the family game of the year. Death Stranding 2, I heard it's good, but I haven't heard much people talk about Death Stranding 2. But that's just me. Clair Obscur, on the other hand, I mean, Expedition 33 is everywhere, dude. Expedition 33, amazing gameplay, amazing music. The characters are lovable. Like, dude, Expedition 33 is wow. I have not felt that I like the enjoyment that I got from Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's the exact same enjoyment that I actually got when I played Final Fantasy VI for the SNES. It brings me back, man. Like, I have never felt the same feeling that I had for Final Fantasy VI until I picked up Clair Obscur. Oh, but Clair Obscur is overrated, and I thought you didn't like Silk Song because it was overrated. Here's the funny thing about Expedition 33. Expedition 33 had little to no marketing whatsoever, and I barely heard anything about Expedition 33. You know how I heard about Expedition 33? The only reason why I heard about Expedition 33 to begin with it's because Sebi Webs, which is another streamer that likes JRPGs as much as I do, he's the one that talked about Expedition 33. And it's all thanks to him that I discovered Expedition 33. Shoutouts to Sebi Webs, by the way. I don't know if you're watching this, probably not, but hey, thanks for introducing me to Expedition 33. But yeah, if I didn't see that stream where he actually showed his audience Expedition 33, I wouldn't have never heard of it unless it was already too late. Like, I played and bought this game on release. Like, that's how big this game was, for me at least. I was one of the people who was excited for Expedition 33 even before people heard about it, even before the game was out. Like, I was one of the few people excited. Like, at first, nobody was talking about Expedition 33 and all that, you know, because again, the game had little to no marketing whatsoever. But the reason why this game became so popular, it's because of word of mouth. It's one of those rare instances in gaming where a game is so damn good via word of mouth, and Expedition was just that case. And no, it is not overhyped because even before the game was released, it did not have the same level as hype as Silksong. Before Silksong was released, there was already hype for it. For Expedition, there was none of that. So that is the reason as to why I was more excited for Expedition 33 than Silksong. Because this is, to me, I was like, this game is a hidden gem compared to all of these other games released in the market nowadays. So, in my opinion, in my heart of hearts, and I know it's probably gonna snub all of the awards, rightfully so, my game of the year for 2025 is none other than Donkey Kong Bonanza, baby! I'm kidding. It's Expedition 33. You guys thought I got you on that one, but Clair Obscur Expedition 33, again, it's my game of the year. I haven't felt this way since Final Fantasy VI. And that was years ago, by the way. OG Final Fantasy VI for the SNES. And this game brought that same exact feeling, bro. Hell, there was a point where I was playing all of the Pixel Remaster for Final Fantasy. The moment I played Expedition 33, it made me excited to go back to Final Fantasy VI, to re-experience what I experienced years ago. And holy fucking shit. Clair Obscur deserves every single award in this category. I know it may sound like a stretch. I know that a lot of people are going to say, oh, the game is overrated, the game is overhyped. But keep in mind that there's people that were more hyped for Silksong than Expedition 33. Think about that. Think about it for a second. Well, Chan, that is all of my votes for the Game Awards. Let's review them. We got this team. We got Menard. We got League. We got Charlie, Moist Critical. GTA 6, Minecraft Movie, Peak, Sonic Racing Crossworlds, Final Fantasy Tactics, Bonanza in Best Family, Capcom Collection, Expedition 33, Ghost of Yote, Ninja Gaiden. I was gonna say Ninja Gaiden. Is it Gaiden or is it Gaiden? I don't know. I don't know these words. I don't remember the name of this one. What's the name of this one? Midnight Walk. No! Midnight Walk. Uma Musume. Chat, I will play this game eventually. It will happen, chat. Expedition 33. Expedition 33. Baldur's Gate 3. Final Fantasy 14. Despelote. Assassin's Creed, Ben Star, Expedition 33, Expedition 33, Expedition 33, Expedition 33, Expedition 33, and then lastly, 33 expeditions later, Expedition 33. But yeah, that is pretty much all of the nominees. And yeah, those are my choices for the Game Awards. And this is a very short stream compared to other streams that I do, but I mean, honestly, there's really not much to do at this point. The whole purpose for tonight's stream was literally to vote for the Game Awards, and I already gave my votes for it. So that as much as I would love to enjoy streaming and I would love to, increase the time, but I never thought that these votes were gonna be extremely quick. I thought we were gonna take our time with them. But yeah, that is the end for tonight's stream. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do tomorrow, so you guys are gonna have to stay tuned for that. But do not go anywhere, chat, because you guys know what time it is. It's time for dun 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 Rate a Streamer, where we rate a streamer and the end of each fuck, where we rate it's rate a streamer, where we rate a streamer at the end of each stream. The real question is, who's gonna be our raid victim tonight? Not many choices tonight, actually. Literally not many choices tonight. Let's see. Who do we raid? Who do I blast you guys towards? We can always find someone new to raid. Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a look at our options here. Which, unfortunately, there's not many of them. Alright, who raided me last time? Oh, Streamiest Potato raided me last night. He's playing Helldivers. What else? There's gotta be somebody here. There's gotta be somebody we can raid. You know what? We'll just check whoever we have online. Alright, so, chat. We got 3 options. But there is one thing I will confess. I have talked in my Twitter that I was pursuing art again. Because honestly, I miss doing art. I really do. And what better way to end the stream than by rating an art streamer herself? That's exactly what we're gonna do. She's not a VTuber, I will let you guys know that much. But she is an artist, and the art that she makes is pretty cute. It's extremely cute. So, we are going to be rating Devi Cat, who is drawing a cat. A very cute one at that. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. I still do not know what am I gonna do tomorrow, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!